sir.
Well, here you go.
Hello. Welcome back to the Wasteland podcast. I'm Shane. I'm joined today by my co-host,
I'm Tyler. That's me. I'm Tyler.
He's got good hair.
Shane also has good hair, to be fair.
Good hair, bro. We have our guest, Jeremiah.
Hi.
And Shawn.
I also have good hair.
No, you don't. Just kidding.
It's just not as long.
Just kidding. It's a lie. Shawn actually has really nice hair. Actually, everyone in this room has nice hair. Give it up for good hair. Good hair. All right. All right. Men having nice hair matters. Put that on your list. Don't actually put it on.
Okay, that's about literal. So how's it going? How's it going, guys?
Good? Pretty good.
Was late?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shawn was really late.
Yeah, we're gonna blame Shawn more than Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Hold up.
Alright.
Alright. We'll start off with dick piercings.
Oh, shit.
Anyone here have dick piercing?
Well, you guys don't know this about me, but, no, I don't.
Well, that's okay. So, I don't like the idea of it,
Why?
but really, I only just don't like it for myself. I don't really care what other people do.
Wait, you want to have someone nail something in your dick?
I don't want that, no.
Okay,
Why?
so, wait, where did dick piercings even go at?
I think...
Wait, where do they go?
Yeah, like, are they in your head or what? Like,
Yeah, I think they like go around your urethral hole, right? Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I think that's where they go, right? In the tip of your dick hole.
They can go anywhere, the whole length.
But wouldn't you want it there? Isn't that the part that matters?
I mean, I think that is like what people say. Like, if you get a piercing, it's supposed to be there. But like, I don't get it. I guess that's the same reason that girls get clit piercings. It's like the same deal, I guess.
It's like more.
Yeah, it increases the
sensitive.
Yeah, the sensitivity.
That's what I've always heard about dick piercings is like it makes your dick super sensitive.
Why are you looking at the dick piercing?
But wouldn't it be bad if you're like just walking around and it's like rustling around in
I
your
feel like that could get
pants?
caught in your underwear too.
Yeah.
Like, what if that happened? You're
It would-
screwed.
Like rips out. Or whatever. Like it's not like
See, no, I don't.
getting,
Well,
like, an earring ripped out is bad. Getting
Yeah.
well, I mean, I don't have any piercings, and I don't really want any. I don't care about the aesthetic for myself, so to jump down there. But I would say that no, the whole thing sounds painful. I probably wouldn't get my nipples pierced either.
Really?
No.
If you had to get a piercing that wasn't an ear piercing, what would you do?
Nose.
Nose, dude, nose piercing
tongue.
would look rad on you.
Wait,
I think-
really?
Dude, fucking septum piercing. Yeah.
yeah. Lots of dudes do have their tongues pierced. Girls with like tattoos are into it. So if you want like a rocker chick,
I think a tongue piercing would be really cool. But
why?
then you can just like
Stop sticking
you
your
always
tongue
have
out
something to
close to
do
me.
with, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, instead of messing with your hands,
If you don't have a fidget
just,
spinner, you can have a fidget spinner or a tongue piercing.
I think that would screw way too much with me eating too. That'd mess me up. Oh, I can already barely taste anything. That won't help by taking out the extra 2 taste buds I have in my.
well, you can.
All you taste is metal. All the
Yeah,
time.
true. Get some
instead of your
iron.
teeth. You just got
No.
crush everything out with your tongue piercing.
I know I would mess around with it too much in there. It would probably fuck it up. I'd probably get.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, no, no. That just sounds
I
awful.
constantly just be, like clicking it against my teeth.
Yeah, no, you'd be fucking around with it all the time.
So when you get that piercing, usually whenever people get piercings, they swell up where they get pierced. So when your tongue just swell up for like an entire week after you get it.
I don't.
Your tongue heals really fast.
That's
on
true.
Its own.
That's true.
It probably wouldn't be a week, but you probably have like a day with just like.
It'd probably hurt for a
Yeah,
little bit.
it probably would hurt a little
Yeah.
while, but
Probably
not
only
be talking.
milkshakes for a couple days, but
I mean, so many people do it, so it must not be a big deal. I'm
Right.
assuming. No, you got to get someone with their tongue pierced, and then a dude with his dick pierced, and then when they get the blowjob, see if they get all tangled up.
Oh god.
it doesn't have to be a dude.
I guess you can have your clip pierced, and then when you go down on them, and see if you get your tongue all tangled up.
You probably could, because this isn't like a clip piercing, like a bar.
It is a bar. Yeah.
You could just like hook it. You know what I mean?
Hey, babe, you want to hook up? And then you just yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
I've never been with a woman with a clip piercing before. I may never in my life. So, I guess that makes me an incel. I don't know. I guess that makes me a loser.
Would you like not date someone if they had a clip piercing?
No, I think it'd be fine.
I don't know why I would care. No. Oh, hey, we just got interrupted by James, Jeremiah's little brother. James, come here.
Hello.
James, come really close to the mic. Hello. James, do you have your dick pierced?
Do I need to?
Yes.
Then no.
Get out.
Okay. See you
James
guys
is
at
going to be
Evermore
here in the
on
background,
Tuesday.
I guess. James, you want to play Super Nintendo? You can.
Oh, sweet.
What were we talking about?
Dick piercings.
Oh, would you be with a girl who had their clip pierced?
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't care. I would do it. I mean, I'm not going to turn her down. I'm not going to turn down the love of my life over a piece
It's
of
like,
metal.
yeah, I mean, if you get to that point and you like see a clip piercing, like, oh, sorry, I gotta go.
Yeah.
It's against my
You start
religion.
freaking out.
I know.
It probably feels better for someone. One of you.
Right.
Probably helps you. Something.
Probably makes your job easier.
Yeah, they get them for a reason, so.
Right. Well, I know someone who probably wouldn't date someone with a clip piercing.
Yeah.
It's just weird because, like,
Are they grossed out by it, or do they think it's a moral thing, or what?
it's a moral thing.
I don't subscribe to that.
Yeah.
I'd literally rather them say it just disgusts them than them to say like, no, it's wrong. I mean,
Well, they're like anti any piercings.
oh, that's not the direction I thought they were going in.
That's
I thought they'd be mad because like someone touched their girlfriend's pussy.
Oh no. I didn't even think
God,
about
okay.
that.
Yeah, but yeah, but a lot of people are gonna touch it before you. You just don't know. You don't have to think about it,
Yeah, whatever.
but it happens.
I don't fucking
Do you ever think about when you're looking at your teachers? You think about all the cum that's been in their
Yes.
mouth, and when they, you ever think about how much ass they've licked?
God.
When-
What the fuck is wrong with you?
you never think about that?
No.
okay. No, honestly
But
though,
we-
you know which teachers are freaks if you look at them.
It's just a thing, though. It's not a
Well,
bad
like-
thing.
Whenever a teacher gets pregnant, I am
Oh,
like,
well,
"Ugh, that's weird.
that's not-
They just got fucked last night.
They probably got fucked way more than you realize.
That's pretty cool.
It's fun. Actually, that's pretty dope. You go high five your teacher. Like, sweet dude.
Nice.
Nice job.
Yeah. My band director, you can tell whenever he's had sex because he comes in the morning and he's super cheery, but on other days he's like really pissed off. So
Yeah.
it's noticeable.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm done with this one now.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about sex and teachers anymore.
Okay. Well, on the topic of sex, would you ever do porn?
Yes, if I was invited.
Also, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, probably, yeah. It depends how much, I guess. But, I mean, I guess that's the whole point,
Would
is you're trying to make a nice, decent amount.
Well, what if your like significant other just wanted to be recorded while you guys fuck? You know,
Yeah.
and it's not like you're getting paid for it.
Oh. Well, who's she going to show it to?
I don't know. She'll just watch it.
Yeah.
I guess if I trust her enough.
I mean, this is something. I mean, I've been in a relationship for a little over 2 years, and I mean that's something that's happened. And it's really, I don't see it as a big deal at all if you just keep it in between the two of you.
Yeah, it's only weird if you start showing people.
And
Yeah.
you do have to trust her.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
trust my girlfriend not to ever show anybody, even if she gets really spiteful at me for some reason.
Oh, hold on.
Tyler's shit something is gay.
Yeah.
My shit something. I was with the girl who wanted to have a threesome with another girl, even though she was straight. I think she was just like having her college phase a little late in life. And I was like, well, it's really hard getting you to date me, so I don't know how I'm supposed to get another girl to share me with you, but I'll try. I was not successful.
I'll be honest, it sounds like way too much work.
Yeah. And then on top of that, though, like, I'm assuming these are correlated. I didn't just bring that up out of no reason. I'm assuming it's correlated. But she'd always want to like send pictures of her and me in my bed, not necessarily having sex or anything, but she'd want to like show people. And I'd be like, they don't want to see this. I promise you, none of my friends want to see this. They're just gonna be like, even if you show them your fucking vagina, they're gonna be like, that's Tyler's girlfriend's vagina. I don't want to see. Yeah. It's weird. It's like, there's a certain line you don't want to cross. So it ended up just taking naked photos of her and sending it to her girlfriends who've already seen her naked. And it's like, I hope that was exciting for her. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't date her that long, but that's the story. Okay. That's the story. Yeah. All right. Now everyone knows about my sex life from a few years ago. Hope no one judges me on that one.
Also, with the porn
no Christian girls listening, please.
If you guys even were to do porn, put it on like Pornhub, get paid for it, I wouldn't see a problem doing that either, because the only people who watch porn, girls watch porn. Guys watch a substantial amount more porn, yes. Right? Plus, if you're ever in porn, they don't look at you anyways. Yeah. Nobody looks at the guy.
Yeah, even the girls are looking at the girls.
Even the girls are looking at the girls. The guys are barely ever in the shot, so I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah. So, even if like your face shows, they're not even going to recognize you. You know how many people look like someone else? You know how many times I watch porn and it looks like a girl I know, but it, half of her face is slightly off? I'm like, oh, I guess that's not her. But it literally looks identical to her. This is how it be, man.
I could probably do porn, and then if anybody asks me, it's like, no, I got a twin brother, and just say it's him.
Oh yeah, Shawn has a real twin brother.
Yeah, you guys can still use that excuse for sure.
Shawn, do you ever watch twin porn and then like?
I have not.
Okay. There's like porn where like actual twin. It's always girls, but they're like.
It's usually girls. So
yeah, there'll be two girls having like a threesome, and it's like. Is it really that exciting when they look identical? I don't know. That's the question.
I think sometimes they actually are twins.
No, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I think it's real.
Maybe they're just. I don't know. Could you do that? Could you do porn with your brother if you had
No.
You guys have brothers?
I do.
I know you do.
I would not.
He's right there.
No.
Porn with siblings is too far.
That's weird. Sick.
James, would you do porn with your siblings?
Do I need to get close to the mic?
Yell.
No, that's too far.
James said yes. Yeah, no, that's weird. One day we'll have Dakota on. He'll tell you a story about. It doesn't involve porn, but it's not much better, honestly.
It really is not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I explained this to James already last time he was on. That no matter what, people are going to masturbate to things you post on social media. Or just their memories of you. They're just going to think about you.
Yeah.
And do their thing. You can't stop it. So you might as well just give them the real thing, but charge them.
There you go.
You might as well make some money off of it. They're going to do it either way.
You either have sex with really nice-looking women.
Possibly.
I see some weird stuff in ads sometimes.
You could,
you never know.
You could also just, film yourself by yourself and make money off that, but...
You could also just be one of the background side characters. Which
background? Oh, have you seen the video? Have you seen the? I would love to be a camera guy. Have you seen the video of the guy who's filming these two people having sex, and then he grabs a donut and takes a bite,
yeah,
and then he feeds it to the guy, and he's fucking the girl, and he's
I've not seen that.
Yeah.
You gotta put that in the YouTube video.
I can't. I don't think I can. And if I find a clean version, I will, but it's great. I'm sure, I bet you a lot of people listening already know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's pretty popular. The girl's face is so shocked. She doesn't even laugh. She's just like, what the fuck?
Have you seen the lemon stealing whore?
What?
You've seen that? Did I show it to
I
you?
mean, we watched part of that at work.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh. I don't know if I was
like
there.
the YouTube safe part, but
Yeah.
like
A whore was stealing lemons?
Yeah.
yeah.
This
There's
is not,
like-
I bet you everyone knows this, but
There's like this couple are sitting on the bench and they're like, wow, I love our lemon trees so much. Our lemon tree's just the best.
I think it's the most valuable property that we have.
I do agree. I think we should go to the bank and get a loan. Actually, I think we should just get lemon tree insurance.
I think you're right.
And then get a loan and use the lemon tree as collateral because it is now insured. I truly do love our lemon tree.
But there's so many whores around that like stealing lemons. And then they like keep talking, they're like,
no,
and
whore
then some
comes-
girl comes out of the bushes and starts taking the
And
lemons.
shoving them down her like.
Oh, yeah.
Down like a mesh
Yeah.
bodysuit. And then they're like, we haven't looked at our lemon tree in like 5 seconds. And then they turn around and go, what the fuck are you doing, you whore? And they like go over there and just start fucking her.
Oh.
Oh God. Okay.
But isn't that giving her what she wants?
She wanted the lemons.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess it's...
Oh shit, my chair's going back.
Would you give a girl lemons for sex? Would you exchange currency with a woman for sex? But also if it was lemons?
Maybe if it was a lemon. The chair is broken. Shawn really fucked up.
See, I'm not that heavy. This really should not be my fault.
It's a cheap chair. Ladies and gentlemen, I have cheap kitchen stuff. 'Cause I live alone. Also, I bought this when I moved in with someone who didn't have a table. So I bought a table and chairs. Anyway, that might be cut out.
Yeah. I'm not doing this kind of porn. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, alright. Why are you... Alright, if you were going to write... I'm not talking about starring in porn. If you were going to write a porn scenario, like you had to do the story, then they fuck, what would you write? Because I'm thinking Jimmy Neutron parody. Carl and Carl's mom. Carl and Carl's mom. I need a fat guy and a MILF, and we're making this shit. He's gonna go, oh, Jimmy's mom. What would you do? You guys have anything? I mean, it probably does exist out there, but look, don't worry about that.
Okay. Tyler's just direct quoting this.
I
right
will
now, like-
no, but I will say I have seen the Safe for Work version of the Family Guy porn parody, and you guys should all look. I'm probably gonna put clips in it because it's fucking hilarious. I'm not even gonna try to quote it, but it's just it captures the show's like comedy so perfectly well, and there's like literally cutaway gags in it, and then eventually there's like sex scenes out of nowhere. It's fucking hilarious. Like, there's scenes of them at the Drunken Clam, like, talking, like they do in the show, all about, like, how their marriages are all falling apart. And, like, we just need to go fuck our wives. And then they all, one by one, start fucking their wives. It's fucking amazing.
Is Joe still in a wheelchair?
Yes. And and when he fucks Bonnie, he goes, do that thing. You know the thing I like? And she goes, okay. And she grabs his legs and starts playing with them. And he goes, I'm walking. And then they fuck. It's god tier.
Well, would you like me to get you in the mood?
All right.
Oh, Mr. Swanson. Your legs are so strong and powerful.
Yeah, whose legs aren't paralyzed?
Yours.
That's right, make me kick.
That's awesome. I really like that.
Yeah, I implore everyone to watch at least Safe for Work versions of porn parodies. They're hilarious. Yeah, so there you go. Mm.
I was gonna say one, but that's weird.
It can be funny. And I'm not going to take
Courage
it.
the Cowardly Dog.
Wait, with who?
Oh God.
Courage and some, like,
The monsters?
yeah, King Ramses.
What?
Oh.
What? Why? Is that a ship in the Courage community? Do they like these two as a
Are you on some Reddit page we don't know about?
the Courage is Cowardly Dog Reddit?
No.
All I can think about from Courage is like the monster, the guy with the big teeth, the weird.
The barber.
Yeah, the 3D monster guy that like hung outside.
That's King Ramses.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you want King? You want him in Courage? Okay, please, someone draw that up as fan art. I want someone to fuck Courage and put their dick through the hole in his tooth. It's
maybe
huge.
That's why he has a hole in his tooth.
Maybe. There's okay. Eustace and Muriel. I mean, someone's got to do it.
Oh God.
And then while they're fucking, Courage comes in and he's like, and he's like, "Stupid dog! You're making my boner go away!" And then just yells at Courage, or just comes on Courage immediately or something.
God.
That's what happens in porn parodies. Like something really vile happens. Yeah.
Isn't the whole thing just vile?
Pretty well. I mean, depends what you're into. Yeah, but they always tie everything into like being about sex somehow. So every joke's got to revolve around that. I mean, it's porn. That's literally that's the point. So I'm not gonna like hate on them for that. But yeah.
You guys have all seen like the famous where the guy's like sitting in the bathtub and he's like, "This isn't a beach."
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
a bathtub.
yeah. When the girl comes in when he's taking a bath.
Yeah.
And she's like a lifeguard. And
she's trying like really hard.
She's like in a like one-piece swimsuit. It's got like the little white cross on it. And she's like, "I'm here to watch you take a bath." And he's like, "But this isn't a beach. This is a bathtub." And then I think that's where the clip normally ends.
And then she's like, "There's a shark in the water." And he stands up. He's like, "Wait a second. There's no sharks in the bathtub."
Yeah, I'm pretty.
And she's like, "Why don't we have sex?" And he goes,
"Oh,
okay."
They should have. Damn. They should have done like a mouth-to-mouth joke or something. Come on, guys.
No, she just straight up is like, "Let's have sex." And
yeah.
he's like, "Okay."
That happens, I guess, because they're not as clever as I am. I could make better porn. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna make porn. I just need a guy and a girl. Go to the costume store.
First studio in the Midwest.
Yeah, first porn studio in the Midwest. It's called the Wasteland Porn Cast.
There's no video, it's all audio.
Yeah, it's all audio.
They tell you they're wearing the costume.
Yeah. I'm the narrator. I come in and I'm like, then she says, "There's a shark in the tub."
It's an audiobook.
Yeah, it's an audiobook of me reading porn to people. Porn I came up with in my head. And it was really hot.
In, then out. In, then out. Then out.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that.
For 30 minutes.
So like I said, people are probably jerking off to the podcast again, so.
Well, we gotta start off with a bang.
Yeah. Get it? Get it? Alright, what's the next one?
Just the Midwest and how crazy it is.
What's crazy about it?
Fucking name something.
Corn.
Corn's fucking crazy here. You can go anywhere and there's corn.
I like corn though.
Well, I think it's this side that's
okay. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong with corn.
Okay, but yeah.
Aren't you just sick of looking at the corn?
Absolutely.
And there's like no hills. It's just flat land.
You ever been? Wait, you lived in Bunker Hill. How many hills are in Bunker Hill?
It's just one giant hill.
One hill.
One giant hill we call bunker.
Where's the?
What?
Where's the bunker?
It's the. Oh shit!
It doesn't exist anymore.
It's been destroyed. Well, what else? I mean, you were talking about soda earlier.
Oh yeah,
but what else?
I think it's. Well, we could talk about soda.
Fine. Soda. People call it pop or wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's not called
so,
pop.
Like in the north, people call it pop, and then in the south, people call it Coke. But only the people in the Midwest call it soda. And we're just like
it's actually called soda.
We're like a thin, like middle.
The whole world calls it soda.
It's not even the Midwest. It's like just St. Louis too.
Right.
What?
Yeah. If you go like a little bit into Missouri, it's Coke, and if you go a little bit into Illinois, it's pop.
But it's literally called soda. That's literally... Everyone knows it's soda. They just don't want to call it that. So they're all wrong. And we're right. So the Midwest is actually the Midbest.
Can we call or email like Pepsi or something and get the official verdict on that?
Yeah. Is it called Pepsi Coke? No. That was okay. What about people? Some people call it cola because that's technically what it is, I guess.
Well, like
You can call it cola.
here, you could be like, "Oh, can I get a Coke?" And they'd be like, "Oh, we don't have Coke. We only have Pepsi." But in the South, if you say Coke, they'll just automatically get a Pepsi.
Oh. Yeah.
They won't say it.
So one time I went to
Really
McDonald's.
mad about that, though.
I went to McDonald's and I said, "Can I get a Blizzard?" And the guy literally went, "A Blizzard!" And I'm using a voice, but I'm not too far off.
I would
He was
do
like,
that.
"We have McFlurries here, sir." And I was like, "You know what I want." It's like if I called it a chicken nugget, you're gonna yell at me. It's a McNugget, not a nugget. Fuck you. Just give it to me. I'm paying for it.
I always use proper terminology
At McDonald's.
at McDonald's.
Yeah, well,
Someone's job was to come up with those names, and you gotta respect that.
it's literally like a flurry, like a snow flurry, like because the ice cream's called a Blizzard at Dairy Queen. So like a McFlurry, it's like literally just ripping off the Blizzard name. So fuck them. It's not that creative. They're dumb.
You're not that.
Should be called a Mc Ice Cream. That's what it is.
The McCream.
Yeah, I want some McCream right now in my mouth. Someone make this happen for me, please.
One more crazy thing
Uh-huh.
is our weather.
That might be true. I
It's
don't know.
fucking whack.
Yeah, this weekend's gonna be great. It's like freezing rain and snow tomorrow, and then it's gonna be like 60 on Saturday.
Yeah. We went like there was 1 week where it was really cold, like in the 20s, and then it jumped up to the 70s for a couple days, and now it's plummeting back to the 20s.
Yeah.
And it's just like that all year, except during the summer.
It's
humid.
Yeah,
and-
summer is hot and miserable,
yeah.
but then we also have cold winters
Or warm winters.
or warm. Yeah, it's just however it feels.
It's really fucking
It's
weird.
it's pretty inconsistent, I'll say. I would. Some people like cold more than heat, but I feel like I would prefer to live somewhere with like mostly sunshine over the cold.
I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I'm wrong. Shane's right. I guess I suck.
Yeah, pretty much.
What else is
I'm
weird
glad
about?
you finally.
Shut up. What else is wrong about the Midwest? Nothing. Midwest is.
It's just boring.
It's perfectly adequate.
I always see a bunch of memes about the Midwest, and I'm like, that's really funny because it's true. But I can't think of them right now.
No, because they don't. It doesn't matter where you live, unless you want to like be famous. You need to live in California. Otherwise,
Another Midwest thing is the yeah no. You go yeah no.
What?
Isn't
know
that
what
in
I'm talking
movies? That's got to be in a movie sometime.
No, that's just around here.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
All right, let's start it, and then other people will not know. We'll be like, yeah, no, and then they won't know. They won't even. They'll be like, oh, Wasteland Podcast created this meme. They're pretty awesome. They said yeah, no.
Yeah, if you go yeah no,
And then
that
there's-
means no.
No, yeah. Like
No,
That's-
yeah. That means yes.
Yeah.
So when a girl tells you no, wait for the yeah. And if she doesn't say yeah, just assume it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like this topic.
I don't like you.
Shane says these things to me all the time, and you guys might think it's funny, but it's really not. It's actually not funny.
I think it's funny.
What's the next topic?
Dreams.
Like, what are our dreams, or what dreams
Yeah.
do we have at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have any weird dreams?
I had a dream last night that I was running around like a dog, and then someone that I know started strangling me to death.
So were you running
then,
around, like running around on all fours?
Yes.
Oh,
and then like
that's what you dream.
there was like a bunch of naked people there, like in the end of Hereditary.
Yeah.
They're all just like standing around. I was being strangled to death, and they were all smiling at me.
Yeah.
That's really freaky.
Was that the night after we watched Hereditary?
No, that was literally just like right before I woke up this morning.
Oh.
I had one dream while I was in Mexico about I was watching Friday the 13th, but it was a really weird version of Friday the 13th. Like the campground looked all weird. And then I was in the movie and I was being chased around and like trying to survive, but like I don't know. And then like people kept dying in like the most gruesome ways.
Yeah.
And I was like sickened by it in my dream. I was like, "Oh, this is gross." And then like for some reason the killer went away and I was in the lake swimming. And then the entire band of the Smashing Pumpkins was there.
Hell yeah.
And I met,
Hell yeah.
and I was like, "Hey, you're Billy Corgan." And I talked to Billy Corgan for
Like, wow, that's awesome, Billy Corgan. You're the greatest artist ever. And he goes, yeah, I know. And then he said, today is the greatest.
No, he said, emptiness is loneliness, and loneliness is cleanliness.
Yeah. And then you
Cleanliness is godliness.
You woke up before you heard the last lyric, and you're like, what was he going to say?
He said God is empty, just like me.
Yeah, okay. A long time ago, I actually had a dream. This is before I started playing Mastodon at work all the time. But I had a dream that I won a contest where Mastodon would come to your house and throw a big carnival. And I met the guys from Mastodon. I was like, dude, I like 2 of your songs.
Mastodon's your favorite band, though, right?
No, but I didn't know them that well when I had that dream. That dream actually inspired me to listen to more Mastodon because I barely knew them, and I was like, why did I dream about Mastodon of all bands? And then I was like, yeah, you guys are awesome. Thanks for throwing a big carnival in my backyard. Which is really out of character for like a metal band to do, but you know, that was my Mastodon dream.
That's cool. Shaun, do you have any dreams?
I don't dream as much as most people do, I think. Like, I can't remember a dream that I've had in the past week, probably. And when I do dream, I really don't remember them well.
I'm honestly the same. There's only a couple of dreams I remember. And other than that, I feel like I really don't dream at all. I just go to sleep.
I'm having a hard time remembering other dreams I've had. I can only remember some of my more recent ones that aren't that exciting.
I did have a dream a long, long time ago when I was a kid about Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, yes! What happened?
Okay, so I only remember like the tail end of it. Basically, there was some zombie type dude chasing me around in a dark library. And at some point, he finally catches me. And when he does, he eats me in one bite. I'm in this guy's stomach, and I pull out a flashlight. And I shine it. And Courage is just there.
Oh, shit.
And I don't know why. I think Courage the Cowardly Dog gives you weird-ass dreams.
Yeah.
Probably.
I have one when I was a little kid. The first time I ever watched an episode of South Park, I was like in first grade. And then I had a dream that night where Cartman killed Homer Simpson and Tommy Pickles. And I was really sad when I woke up. I don't know why, but it made me not want to watch South Park until like I got a little older.
Have you ever had a dream where you're like somewhere cool and then you spend like an entire day there and then you wake up and you realize you're not there and you get really sad?
Yep.
It fucking sucks.
I do have dreams sometimes where it's like you're dreaming and you like that dream and you like being there, and then you wake up and you're like, no, I like that, and you go back to bed and you just go back into that dream.
Oh, I've done that before where I went to bed. Like I would have a nightmare and I woke up and I was like, well, at least it's over, and then it goes literally right back to it when you go back to sleep and you're like, what the fuck? That's not supposed to happen.
When I was a kid, I had like 1 week straight where every night when I'd go to sleep, I'd start at the same place I left off in the dream, and I just did that for like a week straight. It was like this, I don't even remember what it was about. I just remember being like really excited to go to bed for like 1 week when I was a kid. So I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be awesome. Like, just got really stoked, and I don't even know what it was anymore.
It's like you had a D&D session.
Yeah, no, it was fucking awesome. But
that is really cool.
Reoccurring dreams? Or just like going back to the same.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was like I would like save it was like a save point that I'd wake up in.
Yeah.
He just did it. He said no, yeah. And we all knew what it meant.
Okay, keep going. Keep going, Jeremiah.
And then I'm sorry. That was pretty much it.
I think I had a dream once where. No, I don't. Nope, never mind.
No.
Martin Luther King had a dream. I don't know. You go, Shane.
Do you have those dreams where you're getting chased and then you're like,
Yeah.
legs turn to jello and
do you
run?
Do you have dreams where like you can't physically punch someone or hurt them?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like I go to punch them and right before I like hit their face, my like hands slow down.
It, like,
it's
for some reason,
like
like
punching through jello or something.
It was
foot.
It's like because like I guess because you're dreaming, like you can't feel the physical contact, so like something's wrong when you try to hurt them or something. I don't know what it is. I had a dream once where this guy who I really hated in high school, we were getting in a fight outside my dad's house, and I kept like trying to punch him, and he had like a force field, and I was like, why can't I punch him? But I hated him so much in real life that my dream version of me was like, yeah, well, I don't know why I can't hurt you, but, and I grabbed his shirt, and I threw him on the ground. I just kept using his body to like move his head and make his head hit the street over and over and over, and he got all fucked up. And I was like, I overcame the obstacle.
I had a dream where I was in my bed and somebody came in and started stabbing me in the chest, and I couldn't scream or anything.
Yeah, that happens a lot too, where you try to talk or scream and you can't.
Freaks me out.
Do you have dreams where you fly in like the sky and you can like look over all these locations and you're like, wow, I'm really having an out-of-body experience right now. But then you wake up and you think about it a little bit more. You're like, I don't even know what St. Louis really looks like. and then you're like, also it was daytime when I was flying around. So no, that was just literally a random ass dream about flying around.
I don't think I've ever had a dream where I was flying.
No.
Yeah, same. I don't think I've ever done that.
Damn. Any flying dream I've ever had, I always get like super stoked, and then I realize I don't know how to get down, and then I just like keep going up until I die from suffocation.
Oh wow.
Oh no. That's really
all
funny.
of my dreams end like really.
It's really
violently.
that's funny because that's like your actual thoughts trying to make sense of the dream, and it can't. So just like fucking breaks halfway through.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally because of like your personality. It just fucking ruins you.
I'll even think like, oh shit, I'm in a dream. I can't fly in real life. And then it's like, wait, but I don't know how to get down in a dream. And like if I just kept like just going, like if I just didn't think about that, I could have gotten down.
Yeah, you have to start thinking about like, wait, we talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I could just fly down.
Well, I never have dreams about tripping, but I always have dreams that I'm falling, and then I wake up.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Like it'll just be a dream where I'm walking down the sidewalk, and then I trip and fall, and then I wake up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I go straight back to sleep.
I do that, yeah, like when you're like dozing off, and you kind of have a dream even though you're not really all the way asleep. That's what happens. It'll be like a short little dream where you fall down and wake up, like, and then you're back.
I've been talking in my sleep a lot recently.
Yeah?
It woke me up this morning.
You yelled at someone?
Yeah, I did. I thought like my dad or my sister was yelling at me to get up.
Yeah.
And I went, yeah. But I don't think anyone was there.
Yeah, no. I have that. That's like sleep.
Yeah, no.
Sleep paralysis. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? It's like that, but like you open your eyes and you can see stuff moving around in your room.
That shit sucks.
Freaky. You've had that?
No, I keep hearing videos and people talk about it all the time.
Okay, that
scares me.
You hear videos?
Yeah, because I'm hearing people talk about it. I'm not actually watching. Because it's really hard to record that because you can't see what they see. So it's really hard to record someone having sleep paralysis.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway, yeah.
There will be times where I'm taking a nap and I can just hear myself go, like that, and I'm like, it'll wake me up.
Yeah.
But then I just go back to sleep.
I don't sleep talk, but I do. If you try talking to me while I'm falling asleep, I will go in and out, and I will start just like talking about my dream to them out loud. Then wake up and be like, I'm too embarrassed to say that I just made some shit up. Like I just sit there and be like, I wasn't just talking. And I'll like say something like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Like I'm only conscious of this now, but I already said it. I can't go back and untake it back. Okay. they'll be like, Tyler, what are you doing? And I'm like, you can't grab the jam from the fridge. And they'll just be like, who mentioned that? That wasn't a real story. I just tried to come up with an example, but it'll be literally like that. I'll be like, just leave my brother alone. They're like, no one's fucking with your brother. But like, I'm always conscious. Like right after I say it, I'm like, fuck, and I can't. And I'm usually too embarrassed to explain what's going on because it's like you have to do this long explanation. You have to be like, no, I was having a dream about like jam and and then you have to like admit that you were sleep talking, which when you're really like 75% asleep but you're awake, you don't want to admit to that.
Yeah.
You guys ever sleepwalked before?
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What did you do when you were sleepwalking?
Usually I just go lay down somewhere else.
Oh.
Like I'll go to I don't think I do a whole lot. No one ever has like really caught me since I was little, but like sometimes I'll fall asleep in my bed and I'll wake up like on the other side of the house or whatever, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? Yeah, like I don't usually do weird things. I don't think though. Like I did people
one.
who've like made cookies and stuff in their sleep.
Wait.
Wow, really?
How do you? What?
That seems really bad, and dangerous.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I've heard people turning on the oven before, but that's pretty much it. When I was
It's a good thing our generation doesn't know how to cook for
yeah,
themselves.
exactly. I'd be able to make macaroni in my sleep. That's probably about it.
You're a boomer.
I'm literally the one right after you or before you.
Yeah, boomer.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm not. Don't call me a boomer, please. I believe in climate change. I believe in other stuff that boomers don't believe in. I know how to set up my own Wi-Fi.
Barely.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right.
What were you saying, Shaun? I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah. Anyways, so apparently when I was really young, I don't remember doing this. I guess because I was asleep, but I sleepwalked into my parents' room and thought I was in the bathroom. So I walked over to my parents' TV set and then started pulling down my pants to go to the bathroom on the TV. And then apparently they stopped me from doing that. So
my older sister did the exact same thing, but on the couch.
Oh.
Like she got up on the couch and like pulled down her pants, and my parents are like, "No, stop! Don't do that."
Stop. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Glad I've never sleepwalked before.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that. But
What do we know why people do that yet? Is it just lack of sleep or something?
No, you're like it's not lack of sleep. It's just like the part of your brain that's awake and the part of your brain that is asleep are working at the same time.
Right. Oh, okay.
Like,
huh.
Well, that's kind of weird though, because what I figured out from school is you dream when you're in REM sleep.
Yeah.
But when you're in REM sleep, your body's systems and your movement control is shut down. You don't move in REM sleep, and that's how like watches track that stuff.
So, I wonder, are you? Because like sometimes you sleep and you're not exactly in REM sleep yet.
yeah, what's the one right before REM?
So,
It's just light sleep.
So I wonder if that's when sleepwalking occurs. If it's like you're not because like the two sides of your brain are just like not.
usually people dream during
Do they?
sleepwalking.
I
Imagine.
I don't know if they do or not. Maybe they do.
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Definitely
there's
like
still-
night terrors.
Well, yeah, because I don't think they're acting out their dreams. I think they're just walking around.
Oh, maybe.
So I don't know. But I mean, if some people sleep talk, then I bet you like sleepwalking is probably the same way. I don't know. It's probably the same thing.
Yeah.
Where you're like not completely asleep. That's what I would assume. You're not like totally asleep yet. But you're just like not conscious of walking around.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy that we don't know like all that stuff yet. Like how the brain really works and stuff.
How I know, but like how I don't know how they would. I mean, I'm no scientist, so I don't know how they'd figure it out.
Very carefully.
You probably do a lot with MRI studies with sleep. That's what everybody's been using to try to track like what areas of the brain are active during certain sleep patterns. So if you're in REM sleep, what areas of the brain are moving and actually passing information.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then you have to know what those brain regions do, and sometimes we just don't do. We just don't know.
cool. um. You moving on?
Do we want to move on?
Do you got any more weird dreams?
Any more weird dreams? Going once?
Okay, yeah. Let's keep going.
All right.
It only goes once.
Shaun, are you a gamer?
I find an offense in that word.
Yeah, can we please not use the, can we not use the G word,
please?
It's okay. I'm a gamer. I can say it.
Oh God.
Yeah, but don't you think it hurts the entire community when you say that word?
Are you a gamer?
I'll go for gamer. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You consider me that.
How do you feel about multiplayer games?
Pretty good.
Which ones
are we talking about a particular one?
Do you play any right now?
So right now, I have a PC. My buddies and I have been on a kick of playing DayZ lately.
Yeah.
But apparently the server that we're playing on has like no other people, so we're getting a little bit bored with it.
So do you like FPS, like COD and?
Yeah. What are we talking? Are we talking about Dota and stuff too? Or
So I play
like
my friends play League too on occasion.
League of Legends is like Dota.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty similar. And then I mean we just kind of jump around from different games to all over the place.
I want to talk about the like FPS multiplayer games like Battlefield and shit.
Okay.
And COD, because I really don't like those games, and I think they're kind of trash.
The newest ones or all of them?
All of them.
I don't play the new.
Especially
I used to play those, and I just don't play them anymore. And I do think they've gotten worse.
I
mean,
mean,
that's part of why I stopped playing them.
Maybe the like older Call of Duties are pretty good, but like the whole genre of like first person.
So I've been playing Halo Reach since it's coming out. I've
did touch that one, yeah.
I've been consistent on that one, but I mean, I don't know. It's like I could say Overwatch is shit because I don't play it anymore, but I played the shit out of it for a long time, so I can't even really say it's bad. Like I just got bored of it because I played it too much.
Yeah, well then, how do you feel about COD?
I'm never gonna play COD again because, well, first of all, I have a big problem with like the way a lot of shooters are doing loot nowadays. Pretty much any game that I'm just tired of boxes, man. I'm tired of loot boxes, and it's in sports games too. It's in a lot of fucking games. It should really only be in mobile games.
Yeah.
It shouldn't really be in console games, especially ones that aren't free.
Yeah.
It's kind of a scumbag move. So the fact that they're in Call of Duty, I heard even they made Call of Duty 4 remastered, and I heard that it's got like boxes in it that you just get random stuff instead of just unlocking things the way you used to.
What?
Yeah, they just kind of. It might have been in the Modern Warfare 2 one. I don't know, but they fucked one of those games up. It just sounds awful and bad.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I used to play multiplayer games a lot with my friends, and that's the only way I could see them being like fun.
Yeah, it really is only that way.
But there's plenty of people who just play it by themselves and get it. I don't know how you could. It's so repetitive. It's literally the same fucking.
Yeah, that's true. Even the ones I really like Overwatch and Halo, you play a few of them by yourself, and then you're kind of done with it.
And there's like no reward for playing it except for leveling up and getting another gun.
Yeah.
Or attachment for a gun you like. But other than that, you find one gun that you like to use, and then you just use that.
Yeah.
And then it's literally you play the same thing over and over.
I enjoyed Titanfall when that came out because they had big robots in it.
Yeah, that's like that's a little bit more like different than.
It felt more dynamic. I feel like when I play Call of Duty, it's like people camping the same spots. Like it's like this is this map, use this strategy. Right. I know some people like that because they're really competitive, but as the more shooter guy who's not going to be as competitive and just wants to have a good time, I don't care about that. I like the big robots literally destroying any means of strategy.
Yeah.
So you have to think on the fly.
That I never get Rainbow. My friends like to play Rainbow.
Oh yeah,
I just can't play it.
That game's cool.
It's hard. People are really good at that game.
I stopped playing it because I'm not very good at it, but I can respect it for what it is.
Yeah, but I don't know how you can play that game and just that game.
I don't know. I don't know.
With Rainbow, a lot of it's about the people who play that game and continue to play it are on the ranked grind. Like if people are trying to achieve something in the game to show that they have skill in it, like that's something to work towards.
I'd say people who replay it over and over, they're on the rank grind, but they're also like so good at it that they're having a lot of fun because it feels good when you like destroy people and win.
I guess that's true, but
it's not. It's one of those games where like the fun literally just comes from winning. It's not like you do things that are like super duper cool in it.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I just prefer the single player games because they feel more rewarding when you play them. Because you get to see your character like evolve and become like overpowered.
If the story's written well and then it's usually a good game.
I wish.
If we're talking about
I don't
Call
get
of
that
Duty,
same feeling from multiplayer games.
If we're talking about how Call of Duty's been slowly killing off their single player and giving less of a shit about it, and so is Battlefield, and so is a lot of those other shooters. Yeah, I hate that. I don't like that. I like. Shaun, before you came over, we were playing Alien vs Predator on the arcade when Shaun came over. But before, I was just playing Metroid, which is a really rewarding single player game because you literally just get stronger every 2 seconds, and you just explore the maps, and you're just like, I'm way better now, and just decimate your past enemies. And I guess the reward you get for playing multiplayer is different because it's about your actual player skill getting better. And sometimes, then there's a rank system then, so you're always playing with people at your rank. So I don't know. It's
there's like a skill with single player games because
there is
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
The whole reward with that is you fucking grind the shit out of a boss over and over until you finally kill it, and then
I guess what you're saying is that in multiplayer there really is no end goal. It's just kind of you just put in what you get out of it is what you put into it, and that's kind of boring sometimes.
Yeah. It's
not as rewarding.
I do appreciate the live response that multiplayer games have.
Yeah.
Immediately, I used to play with my friends an old it was kind of based off Medal of Honor. It was just a free online version. And we would just go on there just to hunt people who were hacking. They would we would just, even if they were on our team, we'd just figure out who was speed hacking or auto
aiming.
Yeah, auto aiming or whatever, and then we'd just hunt them down for 30 minutes until they got mad and got off the server.
I will say it's really funny when games have kill cams and you're playing on PC where people are hacking and you just watch their gun completely glued to your head and you're just
watching you through a wall. It's
really I wonder what he's doing. I wonder why he has so many kills. That's always fun.
You guys were talking about the loot box thing. You guys are Star Wars fans, I assume. Somewhat.
Yeah, you gonna talk about Battlefront too?
So yeah, I picked that up recently. Apparently, EA got
been fixed. For the most
they got rid of all the loot boxes and everything is progression based now.
Yeah.
And if you're a big fan of Star Wars, it's just fun to play because you feel like you're in Star Wars.
I talked about this on the podcast too before.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a good game now. It used to suck.
Yeah, it used to be absolutely terrible. I played it in the beta, and I'm just like, why would I buy crates during a beta that doesn't matter?
So this is EA's brilliant idea. The way to level up is to get crates, and then get duplicates of the same thing, which are your skills. Then those skills level up that way by getting multiple of the same thing. And then you have to remember that you have 8 different classes, plus there's different skills for each individual hero character as well. So it basically becomes this never-ending grind to get some things leveled up. And then if someone just gets lucky and gets the same thing a few times in a row, they're just better than you. They just have better stuff than you do.
Yeah.
And it becomes less about the skill and more about if you're going to fork over some cash to buy some loot boxes. So is this the worst possible system that basically is the best way to kill your multiplayer game day one? And it definitely destroyed the community. It's bigger now, but it could have been much bigger when it first launched because people were pretty excited about that game. So
yeah, I heard a couple weeks ago, during Christmas, they had a bigger online player base than they did on launch day.
Yeah,
it was ridiculously
over 10.
Game's
well,
actually good.
The Star Wars movie came out too.
That's also true. I think
that probably
around
helped
there.
But it was fixed before then, and then they added in new content from that movie as well.
Yeah, they did.
Which was
Apparently BB-8's going to be a hero, and I'm excited for that
one.
one.
Yeah, BB-8 is going to be a playable hero. That's how good Episode 7 was. No one even cares about the other 2 movies. They just like Episode 7.
The only reason I really like that game is the space battles are so cool.
The space battles are fun as hell, and they look fucking cool. They should probably just make a whole game based around space battles.
I wouldn't even be angry.
Well, if they made it even better and expanded upon it, that would be a freaking really cool.
I don't think I've touched the space battles very much in that one. I tried using the ships on the regular game modes, and man, that's rough.
It's better playing on... Do you play it on PC?
Yeah, I do.
The way I played on PC was I would use a mouse and keyboard for the gunners, and then when I got into a ship, I'd just grab an Xbox controller.
Okay, yeah, that's smart.
And it would just automatically be like, there you go.
Yeah, I think the default sensitivity for the ships on PC is absolutely horrendous. It's like you're flicking your mouse all the way across the screen.
I don't know how people pilot them with a mouse.
It's ridiculous.
I just grab a controller, and now I'm way better than everyone.
And with the loot box thing, I haven't played a Call of Duty since Black Ops 1, but I did play the new Modern Warfare that came out.
I played that one too because...
I heard it has a good story mode.
It does.
Well, that's good.
I played it because everyone was hyped up, hyped it the fuck up, and there was a story, and it just seemed different than what they've done in the past, because with the most recent ones that came out, were all kind of the same futuristic and things. So they were trying to really do something different. So I was like, this might be good. But it got boring right away. So
yeah, my whole thing with anything, whether it comes to games, movies, books, basically anything, if it's a sequel and a long-awaited one, it doesn't matter. It won't be as good as the original. Now, sometimes it is, miraculously, but it's not that's really honestly never that's the exception. That's the minority of times. And a lot of the time, it's not even the same original people who worked on the old ones. And without them, it's that was the whole spirit of the project. So whether it be a game or especially in movies, it's guys, no. You stop, don't care about a name. Don't care about an IP. Care about the people behind it. Because these things aren't just magically made, They're made by people.
Well, and that wasn't a sequel, it was a complete reboot.
Yeah, I heard the ending, it is it sets up what could be Call of Duty 4, which was the original Modern Warfare game, which is a cool idea. I'm not saying the story's bad, I haven't played it, but people said it was pretty good. But I've heard the multiplayer was janky. It might have been patched by now, but...
Oh, the issue with the multiplayer was footsteps were ridiculously loud. So if you moved without crouch walking, they would hear you. So it really encouraged people to camp all the time.
Yeah, I heard everyone was camping, and I heard you could snipe people with a shotgun.
Oh, yeah, I rocked that thing the entire time I was playing. Once they nerfed that, I stopped playing. It was a lot of fun.
I mean, I'm glad they nerfed it, because that doesn't make any sense, but...
It was just very satisfying. An over-under shotgun that just one-shot somebody from 50 meters away.
Yeah.
Ooh, that feels good.
I don't know how they fucked that up.
I don't know how they fucked that up
hilarious.
either. It was funny as hell, though. And the funny thing about it is all the add-ons for the shotgun made it even longer range.
Yeah. That's really funny.
You slap a long barrel on that pitch, and you can cross-map somebody.
That's so funny that, people playtest this, so what the fuck? Did no one say anything?
Well, in the beta, it was underpowered. Nobody used it. So they're we need to buff it a little bit. They buffed it way too much.
They fucked it up.
Way too much.
Yeah, betas should be used for testing online stuff, not for tweaking your game. It should be made for stress testing. Nowadays, betas are not real betas, because when something's in beta, that means it's not even close to being completed. Nowadays, we have betas. They're basically just demos, but we call them betas.
Yeah, it's publicity.
Yeah, but it's online beta. So the beta testing is for the online, which is not finished because we need actual players to get a good sample of how the online is going to be. So that all makes sense.
They still always fuck it up.
It's always fucked up.
Well, first of all, they always fuck it up. But second of all, this is the 10th game. So what do you need a beta test for? It's basically a demo But the worst part is that they will literally like tweak a bunch of every shooter does this. Every online game, I don't know about every online game, but every online shooter does this, where like the game gets tweaked before it comes out, and it's like it's weird.
I'm pretty sure the Modern Warfare beta was like a good long time before the actual game came out.
It was about 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, I think it's what Shawn says, publicity. I mean, if they get everyone to play, like, oh, well, it's free, I might as well try it, and then they'll just buy the main game. It's a good power move to show you're confident in your product, but...
Yeah. I think it's also bogus that they just keep crunching out the same game every year.
Yes.
And people just buy it.
Yes.
Why do they just need to take a break 1 year and make a really good game? Just like take a 1 year break, and then you have 2 years.
It's so Activision, before Call of Duty, they did Tony Hawk, and that was a good series, and they ran it right into the ground. And then Call of Duty came out, but then Guitar Hero came out after that, and Guitar Hero didn't last as long as Call of Duty, because that game got ruined too. So, I mean, but that's Activision's, like, MO. They're like, hey, let's make a game every year for the successful game, so we always have revenue from this game. And sadly, I mean, it's fine when they have multiple IPs going and whatever, but yeah, when it's... Sometimes it's just like, oh, this game is a worse version of what the previous one was. It's
right.
Like, yeah, okay, cool.
It's just...
I'm sure everyone can relate to that. I'm sure everyone remembers when they played their first Guitar Hero game that sucked ass, or their first Tony Hawk game that was not as good.
Well, like,
sucks.
And then, why would you even buy the new Call of Duty? Because you only have one that's only a year old.
The whole player base is moving on. Now, yes, there's going to be people who still play the old one, but you have to think, like, the majority of the player base is moving on, including most people's friends, and they're usually not playing this by themselves. They're playing with their friends, so... they got you by the balls, Shane.
Even if you don't release like a game, another Call of Duty game that year, you'll still have people playing the old one.
The only way out is to not play Call of Duty and play something completely different, like Overwatch or Halo.
It's not like a year-old game is bad.
No, it's not.
Because I play like 5-year-old games.
I'm literally playing
really
Halo
good.
Reach, which is like 10 years old.
Right.
It's so good. It still stands up. It's better than most modern shooters right now. Because in Star Wars Battlefront, you can't walk into a ship and get into it. You have to spawn in it with points. In Halo, you just get in it when you see it. And if someone's coming at you, you can just hijack it. You know how much fun that is? Yeah. You know what's not fun? Is be like, well, I'm going to spend my points. And then in Halo, it's like, if I get into a car, I drive up to my friend, like, get in, motherfucker. He jumps on the back gun. He starts spinning around. We start shooting everyone. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know why Battlefront didn't just have, like, ships in the back of the map that you could get into. Like, they should have done that.
The OG Battlefronts let you pick where you spawned on the map.
Yep.
And so if you're playing like a level like Hoth, you could spawn in the middle of the snowy fields and just run at them, or you could spawn at the base. It's further away, but you could possibly get into like a vehicle and fly in and start shooting the AT-ATs and shit. It lets you dynamically choose how you want to play the game on the fly, which is something that multiplayer games are not doing right now because they want to do weird systems that aren't that fun to encourage other stupid bullshit usually.
They want to make you pay to play.
Yeah, they want to, yeah. So, not fun.
At least Battlefield doesn't crunch out a game every year.
Do they? I don't even know.
Not.
They took a long break before, with Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1.
So 5 is the most recent one? Right?
I think so.
Yeah. And that came after Battlefield 1.
The only thing I'll say about Battlefield games is that they always come out in a buggy, fucked up mess state. It's like notorious with them. It never fails either. But I know a lot of people have a lot of fun with Battlefield games because they are a little creative with how you can play them. And some of the game modes are very like unique compared to other shooters. Like they'll have like objectives you have to do and stuff against fighting all these human players. So that's cool. But I've never really got into them because I just feel like I don't like the gameplay as much in those ones. It's hard to describe. Yeah. It's because I grew up playing Call of Duty, I think. But if you guys like Battlefield, then good. I'm happy for you. You want to not talk about video games anymore?
Up to you, man.
I don't.
Okay. We're gonna talk about how old people should know drive.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyone have a strong stance on old people driving?
Usually if they're not good at driving, they'll crash.
Yeah.
And then they take away their license. From what I have a couple of family members that are really old, and that's what's happened to them. And they're like, "Oh, I'm so pissed about this. I can still drive. It was just I got a little bit tired. And I'm like, you should not be driving."
I just got a little bit tired. I didn't mean to.
Grandma, it was 3:00 in the afternoon. You really should not have happened.
Yeah, I was telling Shane at work today about how my grandma got her license expired, and she wasn't good at taking tests, is what she said. So she just didn't renew it. And so she drove around without a license for like 7 years. And she would ding stuff all the time with her car and always hit it. And then one time she got a flat tire, but she didn't know what to do. So she drove home on the flat tire, and the tire came off, and she drove home on the wheel, and she just did it.
Oh my god!
And you guys are like really like face palming right now, but you have to remember she would just hit shit with her car and then drive home. That's what she did. Like, and we would tell her to stop driving, but she was like, "My fucking car, motherfucker," and just do it anyway.
I mean, to be fair, when I get old, I'm gonna do the exact same damn thing.
No, because you're not, you don't have the same mind you do now. So you're not going to think as logically.
Whenever we're older, they're going to have, like, self-driving cars and shit.
Oh, that's very true.
That'd be
yeah,
sweet.
Exactly. I'm just going to get a Tesla when I get old.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Drive me everywhere.
But, like,
when we get older, it's going to be a lot better. However, when you get older, you won't be able to play video games as well because your brain will be all fucked up. You have to actually...
We'll just have, like, the VR where you can, like,
that's true.
heroin needle into the computer.
We'll just have normal VR, but at least there'll be games we could actually play.
You can heroin needle
into
the computer.
We're gonna put on VR and play the best games of solitaire ever. We're gonna be playing fucking VR solitaire. It's gonna be great.
Fuck no.
When you're old, you're not gonna care. You're like, yeah, solitaire.
I definitely will. I've always.
You're gonna be like 3.
Solitaire.
Oh, how about I put you on top of the 4? 4 and the 3. You're getting moved over to this 5, motherfucker. You're gonna love it, dude. It's gonna be great.
But no.
Okay.
I don't think I will.
Old people. Well, the thing about. I don't know. You guys ever meet people who like don't have a license, just literally never drive? So that's the thing. We're in the Midwest. That's something we should have talked about. People who live in like the cities, they don't always necessarily have a license and can drive. But
everything for us is really far away.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like you have to drive.
You don't have to justify this to the people. We're better than them. We all drive. Learn to drive, losers.
Yeah, unless you're bad at driving.
Yeah, some people just can't do it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're millennials and Zoomers and they're spoiled or whatever.
You're such a fucking
boomer. What do the boomers say about them? They're just too lazy because of their quote unquote anxiety. Yeah, right. Okay, cry me a river, literally.
I'm sorry, you fucked up our planet. Like you literally.
I didn't fuck up the planet.
You fucked our planet.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
In my town, whenever old people lose their license, they always just buy a golf cart and then
just drive around
anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather them do that.
Yeah, at least you're not driving a 2-ton car that goes 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, because they still wreck into stuff.
Oh.
They're like 90, but like...
Imagine when millennials are old people and they're texting and driving while also old.
I'm telling you, we'll have self-driving cars.
I know, but I'm just trying to have a good time.
You're just trying to be a boomer.
I'm just trying to hate on millennials.
Trying to be a boomer.
Millennials, more like lazy sacks of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Boomers, more like Tyler.
You were calling me a boomer, and I was like, just because I'm the oldest one back here. Then I was like, actually, I'm literally not the oldest. Yeah. Yeah, I felt young. I felt nice and young again. I remembered what it was like to be young. And I complained about old people with you.
Yeah. Sometimes old people just suck. And I hate them.
All right, I'll be honest. Grandma's pretty solid. I like them.
Yeah.
Grandpas, right up there. Always have hard candy in their pockets. great. But yeah, no, they should not be driving.
my-
They need help. They need help. Someone needs to help these people. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with being a grandpa or a grandma, but someone needs to help you guys.
My grandma and grandpa are the best old people, and all the other old people kind of suck.
I meant all of them in general. Wasn't saying my grandpa.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, you're dumb. Shut up.
Fuck off.
I'm just kidding. Don't have to shut up. I'm sorry. I was being mean.
Whatever.
I don't like. Yeah, no. That's it. Old people.
Old people.
Fuck them.
Old people, huh?
What do you do with them?
Question mark.
Throw them in the old folks' home.
Make them work until they die.
No.
Oh. No?
That's our generation, not theirs.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing.
What are you talking about? We.
I'm not gonna
You're
get
a
to
fucking
retire.
Boomer.
I'm not gonna get to retire. I'm gonna fucking. First of all, I worked with a boomer who's complaining about how he's gonna work into the grave because he was like the manager of the bandanas I worked at, or I should say the restaurant I worked at, and he was like, Tyler, never get married. And that's what all old men say to you. Forever. I'll probably be saying it next week. Don't worry about it.
What? Are you getting married?
No.
No.
But I'm old, so I have to say it.
He'll walk into work
I'd
and
be like, guys, never get married. They just leave you and take everything away from you.
Take half your house and your kids.
Take half your kid
Boomers
right there.
are the real incels.
Boomers are
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
What you just said.
What do you mean? Oh, because they hate their wives?
Yeah.
Yeah, but their wives. Women. But their wives fuck them over.
Then don't.
Aren't you sympathetic?
And marry them.
Well, aren't you sympathetic for people who've been, backstabbed?
No.
Why not?
They put themselves in that situation. It's their own fault. They married her.
It's not always their own fault if they were convincingly lied to.
Well, maybe they should.
Well, really, what happens is people change over time, and someone changes their mind, and you're like, yeah, I don't want to be with this fucking old, fat, hairy piece of shit. I want to, get all of his money and do nothing, and then they divorce him.
So, I don't get why people, marry straight out of high school, or marry their
I agree.
high school
I think our generation
sweethearts.
has kind of cut down on that for a good logical reason.
I don't know.
Well, some still do, but they're not doing so well, I don't
No,
think.
because they fucking hate each other after college.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you shouldn't do it. You should not marry your high school sweetheart. I'm saying our generation cut back on that a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, our generation grew up with, all of our parents being divorced, and...
Well, the divorce rate is 50%.
It's probably higher now. People have been saying that since I was 5, dude. It's probably even higher now.
No, because every divorce ends in halves.
So what, you're saying it's 25%? What is this joke?
I don't know.
There used to be this ad. There's Black People Meet, Christian Mingle.
Yeah.
Farmers only.
I probably should have just started with normal dating sites, because it's really not one of those. It's just a normal dating site, but it was Single People Meet or something. It was some stupid shit, but the whole premise was meeting people to date and not marry. And he would be like, did you know couples who don't get married have a 0% chance of divorce? And then his teeth are a little ding, a little sparkle by his teeth. And I was like, this fucking asshole. And he looked like a frat bro too. He's just yeah, I'm just trying to fuck. I'm not trying to date anyone. I'm not trying to get married. It was a weird thing. That's our generation, though. We don't.
Yeah, your generation.
We don't want to date. We want. Well, it might be my generation more than yours. The millennial generation. We don't like love. We like Tinder and fucking.
Tinder.
And Tinder fucking, fucking tenderly. You know what I'm saying?
I hate you.
What's the cutoff for millennials again?
I don't know.
19.
Look it up, Shane.
They argue about that all the time. It's somewhere between 1995 and 2000.
We're supposed to be the ones who know how to use the internet, right?
Yeah. It's
but we existed before YouTube.
Yeah, you pick a piece of technology, and if you were there before that technology, then you're considered a millennial.
I remember a time where I would watch VHS tapes on a VCR.
Yep, that
We,
happened.
everyone called them tapes.
I mean, I did that till like 2007, so.
Right, but
Yeah.
you're from Bunker Hill.
Yeah.
The
Right.
giant hill.
About 1981 to 1996.
Okay.
So I'm on that fringe.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, yeah.
Zoom to the
you're
core.
still a boy.
That means my older sister's not a millennial.
Probably not.
You're fucking.
You all doing Fortnite dances together and watching TikToks.
Oh, wait. Did you say it ended in 1991?
No, 1996.
Okay.
If it was 91, I wouldn't be a
Yeah, it was
millennial.
like, what the fuck?
I'd be
That's
like-
everyone.
Yeah. What? Yeah, no. You can be an old. Yeah, you can be 1991. You can.
I think Savannah is
Whatever. She's probably in that. She's probably like right there in that limbo territory.
I'm really tired all of a sudden.
I'm tired of your shit.
Yeah.
I
oh.
drove 500 miles today. I'm about to fall asleep.
Jeremiah Jeremiah, he moved to Louisiana and he came all the way down from Louisiana to be with me, and I really appreciate it.
All the way down.
And
from
did
Louisiana.
I mention that your hair looks really nice today?
And he's all freshly shaven.
Yeah.
Shaved.
Yeah.
5 days ago, yeah.
5 days ago.
He looks like a baby.
Well, did you have any other topic? 'Cause we're getting to that point.
No, I had 2 stories that I could tell.
Tell one really fast.
Okay, so whenever I was a kid, I used to be like really hardcore Christian.
Oh.
So I would flip
maybe
off.
we should save this and talk about religion. Oh,
I think
another
this
one.
is pretty funny though.
Okay, fine.
I would flip off the ground and be like, "Fuck you, hell, devil."
Fuck you, Satan.
Yeah. And I thought it was really cool.
That sounds like something I would see in like a Christian rap video. Like,
Fuck you, devil. Virginity is cool. Virginity is cool. That was a thing for a while.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to feel bad flipping people off and saying the F word when I was a Christian. So I wouldn't have done that. So I am judging you slightly. Like, past me is judging past you a little bit. If you were in my youth group, like if we both stayed Christian and met at church instead, I would first of all I would have molested some of your friends. But second of all,
I don't think we would even be friends.
I would be like, "Sure, knock it off." Yeah.
Our relationship would be so much.
Yeah, you would probably hate each other.
Honestly,
You
But
both
then-
wear like polo shirts all the time.
we wouldn't have long hair.
No, I don't know. How's it work?
I don't know. I had a buddy that was gonna be a minister. He had hair probably as long as Tyler's at some point.
yeah.
So.
Never mind.
Those happens when you're in like when I was like in I don't know like 6th grade. All the older Christian kids they're like badasses. They had like crazy cool hair, wore like the coolest styles.
But they were all virgins.
Yeah, I mean,
They're not virgins. They're abstinent. It's a different.
yeah, they're the opposite
Different
of
thing.
They're the opposite of incels. They love women but don't want to have sex with anyone. So it's like, yeah. But you know, like I said before, Christians break that rule whenever it's convenient for them. They have sex, crazy, hardcore, kinky sex all the time. So
Well, I thought it was okay to flip off the devil because it was the devil.
yeah,
So I'd be like, "Fuck you."
yeah, but you can't sin. You can't sin to sin.
But God would be like, "Yeah, that's alright."
Maybe, I don't know.
Alright, we should probably
Let's wrap this one
rapidy
up.
wrap up.
Wrap it
Alright,
up.
bye.
You gonna wrap it for us?
Well, the other day she caught me choking the chicken.
Come here. Oh, you son of a... I'll choke you.